If you're an info product business owner, coach, or consultant who's stuck at 10K or 30K per month and wants to scale, then this video I'm making is for you. Look, there are endless strategies that you can use in order to build your coaching business. But if you don't have the proper organic marketing foundation set, you're always going to be switching between funnels and searching for tactics. Instead, you need to have a proper coaching foundation that will lead to you automatically being able to turn people into high ticket clients with or without you. So, for example, this is essentially what it looks like. A lot of people don't actually use an integrated system where everything builds off of each other. Instead, they implement these isolated tactics and funnels and different things that don't actually work together, and therefore don't actually get them past that 10K to 30K per month. It actually gets them to 100K per month. There are millions of people who love making big claims, but less than a handful of them who have actually done it themselves. So rather than make you some run-of-the-mill video where I make a bunch of promises, I can get you 100K in sales in the next week, how about I just make you a super simple guarantee that in the next 4 months, I will build out a system for you that will help you get 10 extra high-ticket clients and allow you to have the foundation you need to scale even further in the future. Because look, while there's a new guru popping up every single day showing you how to build some new funnel, it's this reverse funnel tactic, short form funnels, mini funnels, webinars, book funnels, you name it. The truth is all you need is an integrated system that all these strategies can actually work together and feed off of each other instead of getting in their way like all these isolated tactics are going to do. So in this video, I want to give you the exact system that I use to scale my own business to 7 figures in profit consistently so you can implement it for yourself. And then at the end, if you'd like my help building out this system for you, I'll show you how you can do that in the most streamlined way possible. But first, how do I know that this actually works? Well, I've generated millions of dollars in revenue through my coaching business while building a personal brand that's actually reached 10 million plus followers across all platforms, hundreds of thousands of followers, and most importantly, millions of dollars in sales, all with $0 spent on advertising. So the profit margins are much higher than your traditional business. I'm talking 70 and 80% profit margins throughout this whole thing. Whereas most people who are telling you they're making $1 million a year, I mean, dude, that's probably 20%, 30% profit, which is, as we know, just not that great, right? I would rather make a high profit margin business because there's a lot less moving parts. It's a lot more simple, and you actually get to keep the vast majority of the money that you make, which is much better, right? That's why organic marketing beats ads, especially in this case. All with $0 spent on ads, and the profit margins are much higher, like I said. And the most impressive is I took my coaching business from $0 to $1 million in just 12 months using this exact system. I have not been doing it for that long. I actually was able to speed to the $1 million a year run rate. And I did all of this while living life on my own terms, vacationing in the Dominican Republic, attending business events with my team and my students in Las Vegas, and everyone being able to go there and meet up, building connections at Miami business conferences as well. So this is me in the Dominican on the left, Miami on the right, Las Vegas at the bottom, where we actually went to Funnel Hacking Live. No being chained to a desk, no burnout, and no compromises. I didn't have to work in my business like freaking something crazy 16 hours a day. For the first time ever, I'm revealing my complete system, my complete process, step by step. And as you can see, these are just a fraction of the invoices I've been able to collect over Stripe. As you can see, $4,000, $2,000, $7,000, $8,000 ones. And as you can see at the bottom, I'm viewing 1 to 20 of the 170 overall results. So when I say this is just a fraction of some of the invoices we've been able to clear, again, it is just a fraction. So over the last 12 months, we had 1.51 million, and that's just on Stripe. Results don't include PayPal, our paid school community, and bank transfers. So really, this is just, again, a fraction of what we've been able to make. We don't accept money just from one place. So this only tells part of the story. Now, the 3 main principles are this: content architecture, community-driven nurture system, and the email conversion engine. And when all of these 3 things work together, they essentially, like I said, turn leads into high-paying clients with or without you. Here's the complete infrastructure so you can steal it yourself. I'm gonna go through every single step. Number 1, the first principle is content architecture. This is where you get noticed, you build authority, and you become a leader in your space, all while attracting high-intent viewers. And I'm gonna break all that down here in a second as well. So first, principle of this is traffic capturing content strategy. This works by building a YouTube channel. YouTube channel is like the number one best vehicle for coaches to actually scale, because it essentially educates your audience so that when people get on the sales call eventually, they're going to know who you are, what you do, and that you can actually help them. The number one way to prove to people you can actually help them is just by helping them in the first place. And with this, we don't just attract viewers, but we actually solve their specific problems and convert watchers into loyal followers. Because I don't know who needs to hear this, but just posting videos is not a content strategy. Just posting videos without a real strategy behind it is not going to get you the results that you desire. And this is why so many info coaches and consultants stay stuck. So here's what to do instead. The first thing that most people just need to do is create a YouTube converter video. Think of this like you're a queen on the chessboard. This is your most important content piece of all. This is more than just a video, but your ultimate authority piece in your digital empire. My YouTube converter video became the world's most watched YouTube video in my entire niche, establishing undeniable authority. I have the top video. When you search up copywriting, which is my niche, right, and you go from the most viewed videos, mine is there at the very top. It follows a specific structure that you can steal for your own channel. And it goes like this. It efficiently accumulates brand watch time using Google's 1174 rule. So if you're unaware, Google essentially states that people need to watch you for at least 7 hours across 4 different platforms in order to want to buy from you. So when I create a 4-hour video, I mean, that's already 4 hours of watch time for the people who've watched the whole thing. Right? And I've also had multiple YouTube converter videos, which I'll get into here in a second, where these super hyper long form explainer type videos are doing the best on YouTube right now. Not only are they getting insane amounts of views, as you can see, I have 2 million views, not just on a video of me slipping on a banana, but on a video that does all of these things. It showcases my top case studies that prove that my systems works. It weaves in my compelling origin story to build a deep connection with people, to build the know, like, and trust. It delivers drastically more value than any other competitor, which of course creates an affinity for my brand. And it strategically builds an email list without feeling salesy at the slightest. In no videos have I ever had to come on here and be like, bro, if you want to work with me one-to-one, my program is this much money, and I'm going to help you do this, and I'm going to help you do that. Never, ever, at all, whatsoever. I've never had to sell in one of my videos, push a course, none of it. People just literally watch the content and want to buy. They desire. They are literally looking, searching frantically for the links as to where they can go to take the next step and invest in themselves with me. Screenshot of proof. Now, before you get immediately intimidated by a 4-hour course that you're putting out for free, just consider this. 1, this YouTube video led to millions of dollars in sales in my business. And it's how the vast majority of my audience actually found my content in the first place. Next, YouTube paid me $7,000 in pure AdSense alone. So just based off that, I made my money back that I spent on production and editing. $7K just from the views on the video, let alone all the sales and all the traffic that I got afterwards. I've uploaded multiple versions of my YouTube converter video, from 1-hour long videos that explain copywriting in just 1 hour, or explain just a certain part of copywriting, like 1-hour email copywriting videos, to 8-hour long videos, free courses that encompass essentially everything that has to do around digital marketing. And each one of them gets hundreds of thousands of views generated, guaranteed, from high intent viewers. And of course, hundreds of thousands of dollars each of them in profit for my business. Not only does this approach consistently generate hundreds of thousands of views, but more importantly, they're high intent viewers, like I said. And to maximize this effect, it's also important to implement gravitational content. This is probably the most important. Think of it like a binge-worthy show like The Office, for example. Create multiple episodes that speak directly to your viewers' needs while strategically referencing your converter video with natural calls to action. Okay. The easiest way to do this is by creating invisible conversion pathways. I'm going to show you exactly what this means and how to do it. Rather than awkwardly tacking on calls to action, naturally weave references to your converter video throughout your content. So yes, I will make just outright CTAs. Like if you want to watch the full 4-hour course, that's right here. But a lot of the times I don't even give the CTA. I just say, yeah, you have to work on things for a long time, kind of like what I did with my 8-hour copywriting course. And I got all these views and all these people made money from it. Now, I don't tell them where they can find it. I don't say you should watch it right now. I just reference it, and then they lean in. They feel as though it's their choice. Oh man, I really got to watch that video. And you're not trying to push it on them. And this essentially just works as a flywheel. Now, because more people are watching watching your main YouTube converter video, again, you are literally just tricking the algorithm because it's getting so many views because people are looking for it. And because people are looking for it, watching it for a long time, and YouTube loves watch time because more watch time equals more money for YouTube, which is why it's a business. I mean, we're all businesses. We know how the game works. This essentially just makes it so that everything actually works integrated. Everything is building off of each other, again, which is why it's so much more useful than just a bunch of isolated tactics, which most people try to employ. In sales, this is called making them lean in. Viewers believe they are freely exploring topics of interest, while actually they're moving through a carefully designed sequence that builds trust, establishes need, and presents your solution as the obvious next step. Most importantly, this approach transforms your channel into just a random collection of videos into a standalone resource that positions you as the definitive authority in your space. So as you can see here, I have all these videos that loop back into my free 4-hour copywriting course. And in that YouTube converter video, I actually reference all these other pieces of content too, so that again, this content is very sticky. Right? When people come across it, they now fall down the YouTube rabbit hole. So I have like small pieces on small tutorials, how to create a copywriting portfolio in 7 minutes. I have a sort of like a controversial type of piece. That's just about like, I took Andrew Tate's course and my experience with that. I have a very wide piece right here that's about mindset. I have also case studies that I referenced, and then I have a very wide content, that's like a very short explainer video too. That's like 4 minutes, right? And all of these got tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of views, and they all reference each other. So as soon as people come across my channel even once, they binge watch, whereas other people's content, you just watch a video and then that person never comes back to your YouTube channel ever again. Most people try to use their CTAs like flailing haymakers instead of using them as quick jabs. See, I'm just going to be honest. When people go across your videos and they see you trying to make this huge CTA, oh man, I got this course, this video, this thing, and you spend 30 seconds or a minute explaining it, they're skipping through it anyways. So you're literally just wasting your time, you're wasting their time. Whereas instead, I'll make a CTA that's 5 seconds, they don't even skip it. And now because it was so short, they just want to know more about it. And this goes with the omnipresent strategy on top of this. Right? As you can see, content is a big thing in this whole system. Once your YouTube foundation is established, you expand your reach through strategic short form content. This serves 3 critical purposes. 1, it generates qualified leads. Well, you can actually convert people through setting or SDRs. Essentially, you get people that are in your account that actually outreach for you or reply to your DMs and actually set calls and handle objections there too. It also drives traffic to your long form content. So if people find your short form, they want to know more about you. Again, even the Instagram is specifically designed to push people towards the YouTube converter video. And YouTube values views that come from other platforms. Because think of it, you're literally taking views from Meta, which is their biggest competitor, and bringing them over to Google, which is from YouTube. And bro, YouTube loves that. They're going to essentially engineer the algorithm so that you get so many more views just to reward you for doing that. And you maintain top of mind awareness. So one is generating qualified leads. Think of your short form content as teaser content for the richer content that's actually found on your YouTube channel. For example, a 30-second clip highlighting a key insight from a longer video can pique the interest of your viewers and show them where they can get the full content, more in-depth explanation. Now, this allows you to turn casual scrollers into full-time watchers and eventually high-ticket clients. What if you could turn all those doom scrollers on Instagram into your high-ticket clients? That's essentially what this creates. Next is driving traffic to your long-form content. So short-form content acts as a gateway, drawing viewers into your ecosystem. By using calls to action in things like ManyChat, for example, comment, watch, or reply to the story with the word watch to view the full video. It's going to boost you up in the Instagram algorithm while, of course, like I said, bringing those Instagram viewers over to YouTube, which is highly important. And then you create a natural progression for your audience to follow. This is effective for algorithms because they favor content that generates engagement and cross-platform traffic, kind of just like I said. And then finally is maintaining top of mind awareness. In the digital world, attention is fleeting, right? You don't want to be that trend that everybody pays attention to for just 1 second or one video. You want people to come around and actually watch every single one of your videos and always be consuming your content. And maintaining visibility is crucial. There's a reason why McDonald's, for example, still advertises, even though everyone already knows who McDonald's is. It's because they want to be the first solution you think of when you realize you're hungry. So strategic posts, stories, and updates keep your audience engaged while also putting out more social proof with things like short form case studies. So over here on the left, I essentially have like kind of like a meme post that got over 138,000 views and 521 comments of people actually wanting to see the free 8-hour course, copywriting course that I did from that. So I got hundreds of more views that are cross-platform views from a short form piece of content that I put out. Another one over here, which is a free resource that I put out, which got me tons of leads, not only in the DMs, but also on my email list, 1,200 comments on that one. And finally, another one for the 8-hour course with over 1,000 comments on it as well. And then over here is the money chat I was talking about. Hey guys, and this is for my, I have at this point, I actually don't have it all, anymore. I had a $400 course and I said, hey guys, if you want access to the course, I was doing a promo, then all you got to do is comment CCA on this story. And as you can see, I got all of these replies of people actually just wanting to buy from me. And you can do this with anything. You can do this with a free resource. You can do this with your high ticket coaching program, a low ticket if you have one. It all just works together, like I said. Now, expanding your reach through Instagram also opens up new channels for your business for opportunities. For example, using Instagram for appointment setting allows you to engage directly with potential clients in a more personalized way than content ever could. Now, you can use Instagram's direct messaging feature to add an extra 1 to 2 qualified book calls per week easily, just from not even crazy amount of traffic on your Instagram. Now, next is principle number 2, which is the community-driven nurture system. Again, this builds off of your content. Now, every business has the exact same problem, and that's turning casual viewers into high-ticket clients. So here's how to solve it. One is lead gathering assets. Look, most lead magnets are mediocre at best. No longer can you just put out a free ebook and expect to just get tons of leads. The conventional wisdom suggests that creating something quick that leaves people wanting more is the best way to go. But this is exactly what keeps most entrepreneurs broke. So watch this. I've built an email list of 150,000 subscribers organically through YouTube by offering lead magnets with extraordinary depth and value, multiple hours of implementation-focused content, and gamification that incentivizes action. More on that in a second. But 180,000 subscribers on YouTube and 150,000 email list subscribers. That ratio is nuts. I've never seen anything even quite like that, but I've been able to do that, again, because the free lead magnet is actually good, better than most people's paid stuff. So, and when you give people value, so much value, they're going to want to pay you just for the value they already got, not even for the value that they're going to get. So you'll get happier buyers, you get more buyers. So here's essentially what I have inside of the school community. As you can see, I have the mindset course. I have all my top case studies that show people all my things work. And I just have more templates and resources and things that they can use. But also watch this play. I also have the things that they don't have access to. As you can see, there's a little lock right here next to these. So essentially what I'm doing is so that when people go to the school community, they watch all the free content and then they see that there's more content there, but they don't actually have access to it. Now they're going to try to figure out how they can get access to it. And then they stumble upon my paid community. See here, I've never told anybody about my paid community in my content before. They just go and seek it out because it's behind the wall of their email list. So 2 is strategically engineered communities. I built 2 thriving communities of 50,000 plus members each. I believe 50,000 something on School and over 60,000 on Discord. Now, your free community must accomplish these 3 simple things. 1, deliver valuable content that exceeds expectations. 2, have meaningful member-to-member engagement. And 3, convert members into your premium offerings through value and not through pressure. Right? This is where, again, you'll get more buyers and happier buyers. 52.8 on School, 67,000 on Discord. Now, next is advanced community optimization. After you already have the communities, you want to optimize them by doing these 3 things. You encourage interactions and use validation as value. So essentially you encourage other people to post things, and because people are making reposts, they're getting likes on those posts and they're leveling up in the community on School, for example, they're going to feel they're going to get addicted to it. They're going to get addicted. This is why people upload on Instagram, on like a personal Instagram account or something that they're doing, because they want the likes, they want the attention, they want the replies. So you're going to be able to give people the opportunity to do that inside of your community. And of course, that's going to build more of an affinity for you. Next is to strategically integrate your products into free content. So don't just track on the CTAs, but you actually plant seeds to your paid communities and your paid products and your high ticket coaching program, like I said. Next is you create discovery opportunities that feel like their ideas instead of yours. Again, this is where we're just creating an ecosystem where the next step is obvious and they know they should take it. And then finally, the third principle is the email conversion engine. Look, this comes with automations and optimizations of your email list. There are way too many people that just don't take their email list seriously. But when your email list is set up right, it's not uncommon for it to generate a third of your total sales. Possibly the best part is that email builds conversions semi-passively. You build it once, then feed it people's emails because they want your free lead magnet. Then you maintain and optimize it over time. And it literally, just like I said, is semi-passive income. Optimizing your email list is like building your credit. Everyone wishes that they'd started doing it sooner. So here's exactly what you need to actually make the most of your email. Honestly, this is like the bare bones minimum. This is what you need to have for your email list to even be considered something useful. So you need welcome sequences when people first opt in, nurture sequences for after people opt in, they've been on your list for a week or a couple of weeks, promo sequences in order to strategically get them to buy things, and then finally pre-sale sequences for when they book a call for your high ticket program. You need to handle those objections through the email sequence. Therefore, when they hop on the call, they're already pre-sold. They already want. It's literally one of those calls where you show them what it is and they say, here's my credit card. That's what you want. You don't want these calls where they say, well, who are you again? What do you do? How do I know this is going to make me money? What if I don't have that much time? What if I don't have that much money, et cetera, et cetera? You don't want any of those come up on the call, so you're actually able to handle them in the email sequence, and that's the pre-sale sequence. Next is these strategies that you need to implement. One is segmenting your email list properly. If you're just sending broadcast emails to everybody on your list and you're doing that regularly, again, you are not even squeezing the most juice out of your email list, not even close. Next is create automations based on actions, right? So you want to send more emails to the people who open more and less emails to the people who open less. Again, this is how I've been able to get extreme results from email that I'm about to show you here as well. Next is just do constant testing to make sure your emails are performing the best. You need to always be split testing and always be optimizing. That way you can get the most results out of your email. On top of all that, your emails need to be highly persuasive. They need to be written well. And while being compliant the rules of Gmail and your email service provider. If you do this wrong, you messed up your deliverability, you're going to end up in spam folder, you're going to get like a 1 to 2% open rate. I've seen it happen so many times already, and your revenue from email will be destroyed for months or longer. Some people can basically never get out of spam because they did the wrong practices and they're always going to be in there. Now, if you're missing out on even one of the things mentioned above, you're actively choosing to leave money on the table. And what you're not changing, you are literally choosing. So here is my email sequence and my welcome sequence. I've had 50,000 plus emails sent. So this is not a small test size for this particular email. 46% open rate, 46% open rate, 11% click rate, 46% open rate, 8% click rate. This one didn't have a link in it, so it has a 0% click rate. But again, consistently 46 open rate. If you want to know on average, you can Google this again yourself. What is the average open rate for email marketing? 21%. We've gotten twice the average amount of open rate because we've been able to optimize our email list like I'm showing you, right? So imagine if you're whatever state your email is in right now, getting twice as many opens, not to mention building your list even more. You can see how all of these things work together and they just all create money-making opportunities for you. And once all these are in place, the next step is removing the necessity for yourself, okay? Now, I won't pretend like you can build a business that entirely runs without you. You permanently relocate to a beach somewhere in Mexico, right? That's not what I'm saying. But this system makes it so that your business scales with or without you. Think of it this way. If you could no longer manually contribute to your company for whatever reason, right, would your business survive? If not, you've built a high-paying job and not an actual business. The business needs to not depend on you being there all the time. And if it does, it is highly at risk. Your true value as a CEO isn't the labor you contribute, but it's the quality of your strategic decisions. And with this system in place, you'll be able to do just that. Now, when it all works together, when all of these all of these elements operate in perfect harmony, you're no longer just running a business, but you're orchestrating a growth machine where each component amplifies the others. Your content architecture constantly attracts ideal prospects and positions you as a definitive expert. Your community-driven nurture system transforms casual viewers into engaged followers and qualified buyers, and your email conversion engine nurtures your relationships, and it also triggers purchases at precisely the right moments. So look, this is a list of intelligent systems that create predictable, sustainable growth without sacrificing your freedom or your sanity by actually growing your business. Now, most entrepreneurs struggle because they're using isolated tactics instead of an integrated strategy that works together. They'll be playing checkers while you, my friend, are out here playing 4D chess. Now, I've used this exact system, like I said, to build a 7-figure business within 12 months while still enjoying life on my own terms. And when you're able to implement a funnel like this, you now have the ultimate leverage to try new tactics and scale even farther. But here's the downside. Building this not only takes time, but also expertise. You can either A, do it yourself, which is time consuming, difficult, risky. You can B, hire a specialized team, which will be expensive, inefficient, and chaotic. You have to manage 3, 5 more people on top of that. Or C, you can get me and my 7-figure team to not only guide you to implement this for your this exact system into your business, but also set up your email marketing and funnels for you. Proven emails, proven funnels that, again, work because I've already used them for my 7-figure coaching business. And that's exactly why I'm making this video, is to make you a no-brainer offer. We will write the email sequences for you, not just copy and paste it from AI and use that crap, because I know a lot of people are getting by doing that right now. That's not us. Next, I will build the email automations that actually make you money while you sleep. And finally, I'll give you access so that you can steal the exact funnels and strategy used in my own 7-figure coaching business. So here's exactly what this is going to look like. Step 1, we're going to interview you and get a deep dive on your business and actually know what makes your business tick. I can't tell you how many coaching programs I've joined and they forget my name. They forget the tactics I'm even using. They're like, oh, you run Instagram ads, right? And I literally don't. We're actually going to take the time to know your business and understand what makes your business tick and how to make you more money. Next, we're going to identify the low-hanging fruit in your funnel to make the biggest optimizations first and actually get you money in the door as soon as possible. Next, we're going to optimize your current email marketing, communities, and content. And if any of these aren't implemented yet, we'll actually help you build them and implement them from scratch. And we give you one-to-one coaching and guidance on implementing the rest of the system based on where you currently are. Now, look, you work with us for 4 months so that we can help you get the system into place, and then you will be ready to scale to the next level. Now, as a reminder, if you don't get at least 10 new extra high-ticket clients in the next 120 days, you take back every penny that you spent with us. Worst case scenario, you hop on a call with me and walk away with the strategies that you can actually use to scale your business on your own. Best case is we help you build the foundation to eventually take your business to 7 figures and beyond. So if you want to see if this is right for you and if we'd be a good fit to work together in the future, then book a call with me under this video. It'll be, no pushiness, nothing crazy like that. I just want to see if it's something that we can even implement in the first place. So that's it, and I'll be talking to you soon.